welcome back to the channel of Psychic Liz Cross. And we are so lucky again today. Why, Liz? Why? I'll tell you why. Because we have Owen. Owen is back with us once again. Hello, Owen.
Hello, Liz, and hello, everyone. And I just want to say hello to all the lovely people, first of all, that I know and have known, and to say hello to all the other lovely people which I've yet to meet.
Oh, well, we love having you here, Owen. For those of you that don't know, you may be new to the channel. Owen is a medium. He is available for readings. You need to reach out via email, owenwll at aol.com. That'll be listed in the comments section. I'll pin it at the top. Owen, what are you up to these days? Tell us.
Well, what I'm up to, I wish I was up to something even different, but at the moment, it's all to do with spirit. Most of my work involves healing, readings, and running courses and groups. The present state of affairs is that I have 3 online courses running at the moment, one beginners, one intermediate, and these are all to do with improving or making good communication with guides and loved ones in spirit. And the third one is trance mediumship, or just trance, being able to go down 2 or 3 levels from full awareness and enjoying the whole thing, because it can be fun as well. So we have one course running online for that. We also have one running from my home. I've got 3 courses running from home, or 3 groups, and also work at Barnes Healing Church on a Thursday. Also run a circle, a development group there. Another one at Richmond on Thames, and I still manage to breathe.
Yeah. Do you sleep?
Actually, sometimes. No, sleep pattern is rubbish. But what happens is I manage to make it up, and then most of my work I do in the mornings here, and then in the afternoons, well, that's more of my time, and then in the evenings back to work. And I do enjoy it. I'm not complaining. The level of work that I have does leave space for more. And Liz, you mentioned private readings. But I have to say a cautionary word here, and that is that the readings very often last at least 1.5 hours. So all I'm saying is be prepared.
Oh my gosh. Well, I've had readings with you before. And so let me just give you guys some background. Owen is located just outside the London area. You're in Greater London, and you do the spiritualist church circuit, mainly around the South London. I was sad to hear about Acton, that the Acton circle had closed. Is Acton Spiritualist Church even running anymore?
Well, I think it's running, but I don't actually serve it. As you know, just recently I was there. I was the what I call it, celebrant for George's funeral, the remembrance service. I did that.
Yeah.
I work in nearly 10 other churches doing demonstrations of mediumship, also doing addresses on the Sunday services, that a bit like a sermon, really. And yeah, I do quite a lot of that. And well, again, there's always room for a bit more, and I love it. It's my favorite pastime too.
It is, yes. So you've got, for those of you that don't know, Owen does run mediumship courses, very good mediumship courses. And if I can say, Owen, just very cheap. I think you are so, kind. And I know that you donate most of the money anyway, but it's only like, it's not a lot of money for, is it still a 6-week course,
Oh,
Owen?
yeah, let me just briefly touch on this, because you can see the video not that I did not long ago, which tells you more probably about the course. But the course that's scheduled to start on the 12th of April, which is the last one before probably September, but I never know, um, does mean that you can cover quite a number of aspects, and I'll just very quickly run through these. And what we have is an initial no commitment introductory session, getting to know you. And then throughout the course, we cover things like chakras, protection from negativity, meditations, plenty of discussions, plenty of practice. We talk about your individual guides, who they are, and introduce you. We touch on cards, angel cards, and oracle cards, also showing you how valuable it is to use a pendulum. We do inspirational writing, testing that way, but no testing of individuals. It's just freewheeling along. And one of the major things that we include on every session, just at the beginning, is healing. So all of that happens in the space of 6 weeks. So we do an introductory session, which is on the 12th of April. And then the actual date that the course starts is on the 26th for those who are committed. And that will run through for 6 weeks and covers all those things that I've just touched on there. So it's quite, it sounds intense, but it's not. It's just easy going. And I feel that I'd just like to say that we do have 4 places left on this course. The cost is £100, 100 British pounds, and that covers the whole course. So as Liz says, maybe I'm on the cheap side, but I don't care. Anyway, that's the picture at the moment, but we will in future hopefully be able to do more courses online. Especially there's a lot more interest in doing these sort of gentle feelings that are coming through now. Sorry, they've just cleared my brain because this is what their naughty things do sometimes. We're hoping to run more trance courses later in the year online, and more of that in the future. But I just want to tell you all, because I'm just being told that each one of you is receiving healing at this very moment, and some of you will be feeling a shiver. And I can tell you this, you should feel better after you've completely taken in everything that's in this particular session, because my healers are your healers, linking with you to make sure you feel good. So if you want to sing all together, I feel good, then why not?
You're so funny. I tell you what, Owen, do you have one of your oracle cards lying around? I'm going to put you on the spot now. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I actually do have there's one I prepared earlier. Let's have a look. Right, let's okay, here's what are these ones? These ones are the Guardian Angel Oracle. If I can get the box open, you caught me out here. So
I know.
right.
I'm testing you. I'm going to show everybody how good you are.
Oh well, I don't know about that, but all right. Liz, I am going to draw a card for you. All
Oh,
right.
how did you know what I was going to ask you?
Well, I
You
must be
must be
psychic.
psychic.
All right. Well, let me get all the cards out first off. Right. I think we've got them all out. All right. We'll have a bit of fun here. Now I'm going to ask my guides to link with your guides and find a card that is so right, so appropriate. In fact, there are 4. Anyway, let's just get one, will you? Thank you.
Don't go
Don't.
giving away my secrets.
All right. Well, we won't do anything like that. And the night I've got people wanting to talk here, but I'm trying to get them to tell me which card. It's only the one that is peeping out there, that one, not that one, but the one just up from there is exactly the one that Liz would have drawn, but we're going to draw it for her. So, okay, I'm going to show everybody what this card is.
What is that?
Now, I don't know if I can get it in focus,
It's
but
hard
I'm
to,
just going to
yeah.
say That word at the bottom is purpose.
Oh.
The word purpose means that you, Liz, do everything on purpose to make people feel that they belong in the group, that the whole link with you. You have a purpose in bringing everyone together. You also know that the purpose of doing this has been meant for you since you were 11 or 12 years of age, but you didn't know what was coming. But at that point, you were very aware of your psychic thing. Now, I don't know this. This has been given to me today. Today, you can say you haven't reached the top yet. And I'll tell you this, none of us ever will, because the top moves as we go higher. You've got way to go. And the expression way to go means when you get a chance, take a break, because your purpose is to do just that. And you need to make sure your family are aware that that is what you want, and not keep putting it off by saying, well, I can't keep people waiting. Well, if you do keep going, you might find that you have to drop out for a while. So we want you to make sure a good vacation, and knowing this, a good vocation, because this is a calling for you. And the word purpose is very important here, because I have been thinking that I am here for a purpose, and I know I am for a purpose. And Liz, you are here for a purpose. And that is why that card was drawn for you, knowing that you will continue for so many long years, because your purpose is to achieve everybody's what? What are you trying to get people to achieve? Join together and sing that song, Happiness. That is your aim, and you will continue to do that forever and ever, because not just purpose, but think of all the people you've helped. And I'm going to say this to you, Liz, you deserve one of our badges. And on this badge has one word, and that word is L'Oreal.
Oh.
Now, why have you got a badge with L'Oreal all together now? Because you're worth it.
You're so funny, Owen. Oh my God, that's
That's
hilarious.
how we work. But I'm going to just tell you something funny. If I can share it with your listeners right now, I was doing a demonstration in a church in Kingston upon Thames a week ago,
Mm.
and I actually came to a girl who was new. She'd never been in the church before. I came to her, and I could tell, and what I was being told, she'd helped so many people
Mm.
and made life better for so many. And she was only young. And so I started to say the same thing as I've just said to you, Liz. I'm going to give you one of our badges, and on it is the word L'Oreal. And she said, oh my God, I work for them.
That's so funny.
So
Oh my
you
goodness, that
never
is
know what's
so
going to happen.
funny.
But always been a fun using cards, but they are a serious tool to use. And
Mm.
if you've got a pad, don't forget once a week or so, draw a card, see what it says, because sometimes it is exactly what you don't want to hear, but it's a guidance to some other direction you could go in. And that is what we give in our readings. We don't dwell too much on the past. We work on what's going on today and some guidance for the future. How does that sound?
Oh, well, thank you, Owen. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're right. You are exactly right. 11 or 12 being set. Yeah, totally. Yep, yep,
Well,
yep. And my life has been geared towards this my entire life. It didn't matter what my conscious mind thought I wanted to do. I
right.
was in a fight with my path and I was losing. every single time. Oh, I'm going to be a lawyer. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And here I am. No, no, you've got a long working life ahead, Owen. So, yes.
Well, I'm at an age where many people are popping their clogs and disappearing into the spirit world, but I seem to have lost the key to the little thing that's supposed to whisk me away. So that's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, no, you're not going anywhere anytime soon. Not that I can see, thank God. But thank you for all of your work that you do in the spiritualist churches, all the healings, all the readings, everything that you do for everybody. And we just appreciate it. So I can highly recommend Owen's mediumship course. And you say the next one starts April the 12th?
Yeah. Yeah, but let me know quickly because it is important that I can make sure that I get people in the right order and whatever. But do let me know. And you've got the email address. And also, if you do want a reading, I will try and fit it in as quickly as I possibly can for you.
Wonderful, wonderful. And they need to email you. Is that correct, Owen? That's how
Yes,
you're
email
contacted.
me on owenwll@aol.com, which I believe you're putting up on the screen, and I will reply to you and get something sorted, okay? But if you want to get into the course that's starting soon, otherwise you will have to wait until later on in the year, then drop me a line as soon as you can.
And you do accommodate time zones, is that correct?
I do it, sorry, accommodate what? Sorry.
Time zones, like you do accommodate
Yeah.
as many time zones as you can.
I start when I'm working for all of those who are on the American side. I would normally be starting as early as maybe 4 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, which would be normally about 9 o'clock in the morning for you, and any time after that. But I obviously I'm not going to do it earlier because, well, don't want to do it at 7 o'clock in the morning, and nor do I.
Oh, I
So
know. No, yeah.
but I will accommodate you, I promise.
Wonderful. And for those of you that are in the local area or you are popping down to London at some time in the future, make sure you check Owen out at the spiritualist churches. And where are you every Sunday? You're at Richmond. That's where I saw you at Richmond, wasn't it?
Yeah, you saw me at Richmond. I'm not doing quite so many churches at the moment, but uh, well, I'm at the next one is in 6th of April. I'm at Fulham.
Well, thank you so much, Owen. And again, Owen's contact details will be in the comment section pinned to the top. I urge you, because his courses are very popular, I urge you to make contact right away. Owen is very fair. He allows you to sit in on the first course to make sure that it is for you, the first class, and then you can commit after that. Because obviously he wants you to be happy and him to be happy and make sure it's the right thing for you. You're not going to sign up for something and then find out what it's about. You will go to the first class, learn all about it, meet the other people in the class, potentially the other people in the class, and then it's after that that they commit. Is that correct, Owen?
Not only is it correct, but we very often have follow-on courses if that's not enough for some people. And
Mm.
amazingly, some very good friendships have been struck up. And in one case, somebody only lived about half an hour away from another one, which is well, extraordinary, I suppose. But definitely what happens, they form WhatsApp groups and they practice because my role is, if you like, a teacher, and they are the pupils, they're the students. And therefore, if you don't practice, in other words, if you don't do your homework, and all I can say is you get the benefit of building friendships that way, and you can trust and even exchange confidence. We'll
Mhm.
see what happens in the next one.
Yeah, because you have to practice reading each other. I mean, listen, I had this skill, right? But most of you out there know I did free readings for almost 9 years. I did free readings for, why did you do that, Liz? Well, because it made me a better medium. It made me a better psychic. It made me a better psychic medium. And then I also did the CTT for just under 4 years. And I did all that for free too. I
Yeah.
practice, practice, practice. And that's what you have to do. You get with your course mates and you form that group, and then you all give readings to one another and you give each other feedback. That's what makes you better. It's not,
Well, I
oh,
can
wait,
do.
I think I have this skill. Now I need to go out and do readings without any training whatsoever. Let me tell you this, Ellen. Let me tell you what I came across recently. I came across somebody who was very gifted, a male, lovely person, and he was doing pendulum work and he was doing energy removal for other people with the pendulum, right? Had no formal training whatsoever. And what
Yeah.
came across in his reading was the fact that he was absorbing the dark energy that he was removing from others, and therefore it was a dangerous thing for him to be doing. He had no training at all. And you have got to know what you're doing. Now, you may not know what you're doing in the beginning. This is why you practice on the readings. You form a protocol, you get comfortable, you sort of, spirit always comes in for me, and they always talk, I always look for validating things to validate that these spirits coming in are the ones that are here for the person that I'm giving the reading to. But how did I develop that protocol? Nobody taught me that protocol. I had to learn it for myself, and I did so by doing readings and practicing. And if you are in the London area and you can be a part of one of these spiritualist churches, they do open circles, which I absolutely love. That's where I sort of met Owen, through the open circles. And you sit around and there's like 10 or 15 people that turn up and we all just practice. And it's even at the level, I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but even at the level that I'm operating on. And why are you at this level, Liz? Well, because I've put hours upon years upon years into studying and practicing. And remote viewing. I studied remote viewing for 10 years. CTT. I studied CTT with George Duisman for 4 years. Mediumship. I never stop learning mediumship. I don't think you can ever stop learning. And it's
Yeah.
great. You can't. It's great. There's always something new coming along. You want to be out there and you want to learn how to better use your skills. So, I mean, definitely going to the open circles, which I know you lead circle time when it is in action, going and practicing on one another. It's very, very important. So you'll come to the class, you'll meet people in the class, you'll get familiar with them. Again, like Owen said, you'll form a WhatsApp group, and then they all practice the
Yeah.
mediumship
Can I
together, or
just
whatever your
give
strengths are.
it's a strange thing, but if you come to London or wherever, if you just go online, spiritualist churches in the London area, you will find all the details. It's usually on Facebook as well, of their groups and what they're doing, and you just ring up somebody and make sure that it's happening and just go along. It's drop in most of it. But interesting to say talking about the word practice, because you can't. I remember one day in London, I think people all know there's a very famous concert hall called the Royal Albert Hall. And I was walking along Kensington High Street, which is quite close to there, and a guy come up to me, a couple actually come up to me and said, "How do I get to the Albert Hall?" And I said, "Practice, practice."
Yeah, right. Exactly. Well, thank
Because,
you so much.
yeah, well, thanks for everything. A lot of what you've just said is like listening to myself speaking, so that's really good. The main
Yeah, I'm
thing
just
is, when we use that word practice and in relation to the Albert Hall, because everybody in in show business wants to be there. So sorry if I have to explain the joke, but that's really what I meant to say to them. Instead of giving them directions, it was a cynical comment. So we in London have these spiritualist churches, and as I say, just check if you're coming over, if you're living anywhere near one, always feel comfortable, because you will be with people who are like-minded and are caring. That is the constant with all these churches. So look forward.
Yes, thank you so much, Owen. And
Thanks for your
we
time
love you
today.
so much. Thank you. You are
Bless
such a
you,
treat.
and thank you for letting me join in today. God bless.